Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
Did you see, speaking of his tweets, Elon Musk sets internet on fire with cryptic tweet about dying under mysterious circumstances.
Like if he were to die type shit?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, check this out. So this is what he tweeted. I think Russia's gonna kill him. Yeah. You're exactly right. You're tuned in, buddy. Way to go. Hey, man, quit ruining my fucking segments. Get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking with you. If I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you. That's what he tweeted. So they're saying that shortly before his cryptic tweet, the Tesla CEO cited a message from Dmitry Rogozin, a former deputy prime minister of Russia. And he said, from the testimony of the captured commander of the 35th Marine Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, it turns out that the internet terminals of Elon Musk Starlink satellite company were delivered to the militants of the Nazi Azov Battalion. Have you heard of the Nazi Azov Battalion?
I have not,
like some
sir.
bad motherfuckers.
Right? I was like, Nazis? What the fuck? Like, what are they talking about? So
sound like some tree climbing, motherfucking plane jumping motherfuckers.
sounds crazy. And it sounds like they're Nazis. So
Yeah.
I keep reading, and it says, this is the Russian, according to our information, the delivery of the Starlink equipment was carried out by the Pentagon. Elon Musk thus is involved in supplying the fascist forces in Ukraine with military communication equipment. And for this, Elon, you will be held accountable like an adult, no matter how much you play the fool. Well, then here comes fucking Twitter fingers hitting him back. This is Musk. He says the word Nazi doesn't mean what he seems to think it does. So I keep seeing Nazi, bro, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? Remember the Nazi Azov Battalion?
They must have just watched the podcast. You covered the swastika.
Right? So Andrei Dyachenko, in March 2015, he's a spokesman for that brigade. He said, he told USA Today, hey, only 10 to 20% of us are Nazis, but our overall ideology has nothing to do with Nazism, right? So then Zelensky, the president, he echoes that. He says, the Azov Regiment is not a volunteer formation, but part of the National Guard. They are part of the official army of our state. Remember that. The Azov Battalion is part of the official army of their state. All right.
And who's that from? Who's speaking?
That was the president, bro. Zelensky.
President of?
Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah. These dudes, the Azov Battalion is from the Ukraine.
Okay.
So then I look it up. Azov Battalion. The Azov Special Operations Detachment, until September 2014, also known as the Azov Regiment or Azov Battalion, is a neo-Nazi unit of the National Guard of Ukraine. They're Nazis. We're funding Nazis. White supremacy is frowned upon in the United States, bro. It's the biggest threat to our society right now. They're passing laws against this, but they just sent $40 billion to Nazis. What? Dude, look at this. A provision in the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2018 passed by the U.S. Congress blocked military aid to Azov due to its white supremacist ideology. They're banned from even getting money from us, bro. But they're getting money. Now, if we take it at face value and we don't peel the onion at all, that fucking 2018 law was passed during Trump's presidency. Read a little bit further. In 2015, a similar ban had been overturned by Congress. That's Obama. Now, Obama and Biden have had their hand in the cookie jar in Ukraine for fucking ever. We already talked about that on past episodes.
Yes, indeed.
So, if we're taking it at face value, Trump, the white supremacist, stopped aid to the white supremacist. Meanwhile, right, Obama was funding.
Opened it back up.
And
now Biden gives even more funding to them. What, he give $1 billion package, stimulus package.
40 billion.
Yeah,
so
40 bill.
So I looked up their human rights violations and war crimes. Okay? Listen to this one. This one's a doozy. This is fucked up, bro. A man with a mental disability was subject to cruel treatment, rape, and other forms of sexual violence by 8 to 10 members of the Azov and Donbass battalions in August to September of 2014, the victim's health subsequently deteriorated, and he was hospitalized in a psychiatric hospital. They just gave those guys $40 billion. $40 billion, bro.
Didn't tapes surface of Americans behaving poorly in like the Iraq war and stuff like that? Like, so that's like, bro, yeah, I'm not even surprised, man.
Not at all. But I'm bringing to the forefront, we know about all that.
But yeah, that's grimy as hell.
We're talking about this right now.
Yeah.
$40 billion just went to these people
right
now. And right now, the biggest threat to American society is white supremacy. But we just gave $40 billion because it's not the biggest threat to Ukrainian, right? To their well-being. So anyways, I go to their ideology, neo-Nazism. That's what the first thing that pops up. This is a former Azov emblem featuring a combination of a wolf's angle and black sun, two symbols associated with the Wehrmacht and SS. Here's the next one. Flag of the Patriot of Ukraine Party, whose members formed the core membership of Azov in 2014. The wolf's angle-like symbol supposedly represents the words national idea and has been used since 1991 by the Social National Party of Ukraine. Those are white supremacists. I looked that up, by the way. The Social National Party of Ukraine.
Okay.
So the Azov Battalion has been described as a far-right militia with connections to neo-Nazism and members wearing neo-Nazi and SS symbols and regalia and expressing neo-Nazi views. But the guy said they're an official part of their army. So these Nazis, they're not volunteers. That's an official part of the army. He said it, not me. And I'm just telling you who they are. By the way, they even have Nazi tattoos and they wear swastikas on their black uniforms, like the Hitler elite troops. And this is their first leader, Andrei Belitsky, Ukrainian far-right politician, white supremacist, and the leader of political party National Corps. He was the first commander of the volunteer militia Azov Battalion and a co-founder of the nationalist movement Social National Assembly. From 2014 until 2019, Belitsky was a member of Ukrainian parliament. They know the dude's a white supremacist, and he was a member of their parliament, bro. That's Congress. So that's like if we had a congressman that were like, yeah, that dude right there is for sure, without a doubt, is a fucking Nazi. Right? And there's plenty of them that were like, yeah, that dude's a fucking piece of shit, dude. We know he is, right? But I don't know anyone that we can for sure be like, that dude's a Nazi for sure. Like he was in a brigade where they wore swastikas and fucking little lightning bolts and all these little symbols. That's crazy. And we're funding these fools, bro. This is what we're funding over there. It's insane.
Now you say we. Are they accusing Musk of doing this?
They're accusing Musk of
being involved.
Yeah, the satellites. The satellites. I'm saying us because what you brought right here, brother. Senate votes to pass $40 billion Ukraine aid package. So we just spent $40 billion to them.
That part.
That's what I was talking about.
Got you.
So they're white supremacists, and we just gave them $40 billion.
Got you.
But I thought that was the greatest threat to our country. Why the fuck would we fund it in another country, dude?
They just made that announcement.
It's funny you said cookie jar too, because that's what we are to the world, bro. They all come and take our cookies, and then we got an empty ass cookie jar, and we fighting over crumbs and shit, bro.
Right. And funding Nazis.
Giving out $40 billion.
That's the best part, bro. That's the best part.
We're a gullible ass whore. You know, always want our face in some shit. Always like trying to give away shit and get nothing in return.
It's that we the people shit.
You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna come to America and help us fight nothing.
It's because the government doesn't make decisions on our behalf, though, bro. They make decisions based on the corporation of America and what they have.
Yeah, there is no government.
Yeah, in order for them to conduct business as a worldwide entity, they have to give these are like little payments, like, you know, like you have to pay somebody to stay off you to conduct business. You know what I mean? That's what these be to these other countries, bro. We give out aid to a lot of countries, bro. So I used to think it was humanitarianism because that's how they push it, you know, like we're the police of the world almost. But then you start really realizing like, nah, this is hush money, bro. Like we have to do this in order to conduct global trade. And
they're greasing palms and shit,
to remain the force that we are, you know. Yeah, you don't just whoop everybody into submission. Some people, like you said, you gotta.
It's better to pay them,
off,
bro. It's better to pay them. It's not. That's your last resort. It's always going to be your last resort, bro. You know Meyer Lansky, right? The Jew fool that was fucking running the mob and shit for a while. Yeah, dog.
I thought about that too. They keep them dependent on the dollar, so then our dollar can stay in circulation. Go ahead,
for sure. Nah, but yeah, Meyer Lansky, dude, basically was the one that was teaching the mob, like, yo, instead of whacking these fools, charge them interest.
Tax them.
Charge them interest. Dead men can't pay you, bro.
Exactly.
Dead men can't pay you.
Yep.
That's what that ledger started becoming in.
Exactly. So these guys are greasing each other's pockets, bro. This blew my mind. Please read that. What you fucking when you told me about this $40 billion bill, dude. Look what's in the bill, bro.
Want me to just read from the top?
Please, dude. And then please, you guys at home, everyone here, add these numbers up. Remember, $40 billion. Go.
The bill includes an increase in presidential drawdown authority, funding from the $5 billion the Biden administration originally requested to $11 billion. Presidential drawdown authority funding allows the administration to send military equipment and weapons from U.S. stocks. So they're going to send them military equipment and weapons
from our stocks, and then right there it was $5 billion. They increased it to 11. That's $6 billion. Okay, so there's $6 billion. Okay, keep going.
This bill also provides $6 billion in Ukraine security assistance initiative funding. Another way the Biden administration has been providing Ukraine with military assistance. The funding allows the administration to buy weapons from contractors and then provide those weapons to Ukraine. As a result, does not draw directly from U.S. stock.
Right.
And so as a result, excuse me.
Yeah, so they don't have to use the U.S. stocks on this?
On this one.
Exactly. They just go straight
so
through.
So they're pulling some from our stock and then some from contractors.
Okay. Exactly. All right. Now, okay. So we got 6 plus 6, right? That's 12 billion.
Okay.
40 billion. Okay. Go for it, G.
The next paragraph?
Yeah.
According to a fact sheet from House Democrats, the funding will be used as assistant Ukrainian military and national security forces and will go towards weapons, equipment, training, logistics, and intelligence support, as well as other needs.
Sounds good.
Damn, it's all going to that, huh?
Sounds good. Let's see.
There will also be roughly $9 billion to help restock U.S. equipment that has been sent to Ukraine. Oh, so we're giving our old shit away so we can get some new shit, huh?
Out with the old and with the new.
Which comes as many lawmakers have raised concerns about replacing U.S. stocks of weapons the U.S. is giving to Ukraine, especially Stingers and Javelin
missiles. So older equipment that we've been hearing about since the 80s. Like, here, doc, bam, take that. Okay. So we're at 6 plus 6 plus 9. We're at 21 billion. Okay. They said 40.
The bill provides $3.9 billion for European command operations, which includes mission support, intelligence support, hardship pay for troops deployed to the region, and equipment, including a Patriot battery.
A Patriot battery, right? Okay. So we got now 4. So what were we at? 21. We got 4. That's 25.
Count it up.
All right.
Count it up.
To address humanitarian needs, the bill will include $900 million to
900 million, not billion. Remember, 900 million. That's not even a billion.
To bolster refugee assistance, including housing, trauma support, and English language instruction for Ukrainians fleeing the country.
Right. Okay. And the last paragraph.
The measure provides an additional $54 million that will be used for public health and medical support for Ukrainian refugees.
Bro.
So they're giving billions and billions away.
So
then when it comes to actually helping the people on the ground, $54 million.
Right. So here's 54 plus 900, right? So let's just say that's 1 billion. Okay. Let's give him that.
Yeah.
So 1 billion plus 4 billion. Let's give him that. That's 5 billion. Plus 9 is 14. 20 plus 6 plus another 6. That's 26. There's $14 billion missing, bro.
And that's all they detailed right there?
That's all they detailed. Where the fuck is the $14 billion? Hey, man. Look. Call me old-fashioned. But I like my receipts itemized, bro.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.